You just did a little dip. Yeah, there you go. I've never hated a podium more. Welcome to Attack of the Show, everybody. We are TV's only source for all the stuff you care about. My name is Kevin Pereira. Olivia's out. So Miss Sarah Underwood is here.
We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
I think I ripped my baby gap. I think it's time for the baby gap medium. Oh, who's too big for granimals? On the show today, everybody, Kate Lang Johnson from the show Persons Unknown will join us live in studio. After the interview, she will officially be a person known. Fun fact. Plus, we've got summertime sneakerheads when we check out Bruce Springsteen Nikes. Are they Velcro? And an Aston Martin-inspired Kobe Bryant shoe that's currently going on eBay for over $500. Some people are starving in the world. Some people are spending $500 on Kobe Bryant's shoes.
Then we sent Weston Scott to a brothel to ride in cars, not on ladies. Get your mind out of the gutter. Also, there were topless women, and Weston almost died, so you'll definitely want to see that.
You had me at topless women.
And we get a first look at the trailer for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. Hallows and Deathly Hallows! Whatever those are.
Yeah. Are all hollows deathly? Only particular hollows?
I don't know. I said,
What is a hollow? Anybody have a wiki?
I don't know. Now time to run down the top 5 things on the road.
You want to go around the net?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's go.
So good. So good once it hits your TV screen. Today's number 5 item is a night out on the town that some say has gone very, very wrong. I say has gone just right.
We all understand that sometimes a mom just wants to have some fun and rock out at their favorite local cover band's Thursday night half-assed Metallica show.
Woo! Yeah, but sometimes you can rock out a little too hard for your age.
Favorite one today.
She should be bringing Capri Suns to the kids at soccer practice, not face planting on the hardwood.
She's awesome.
When your minivan has an automatic sliding door, you're not allowed to rock anymore. You can't headbang.
I mean, she went down as she lived.
Well, yes, drunk on margaritas, you're right. She burned bright. She's the alcoholic Icarus. Just wax and feathers next to her sadness on the floor.
Today's number 4 item comes to us from last night's BET Awards.
Oh yeah, last night BET Awards. Yeah, a group of Caucasians in the studio. Choking in the spotlight happens. In fact, it happens to almost everybody at some point in their lives. But when you're a professional performer / lady abuser like Chris Brown, you should have physically gotten this out of your system years ago, I think.
But when the singer came on stage to perform the syrupy ballad Man in the Mirror for a tribute to Michael Jackson, he showed the world that he was still working out a few issues.
Oh.
His wind is blowing, but not enough to eat for a night to be bright.
Someone need nap time, huh, big baby? We could have all avoided that if Chris Brown can hit his notes as well as he hits the ladies. I think that's the lesson to learn there. You know what I mean?
I thought it was sweet. I think he's in touch with, his emotion. What? What? Wait, right? He was sad that, Michael Jackson and all this.
Oh, is that why I thought he was crying at his own life. I thought he was far... I think Chris Brown's far too selfish to acknowledge anybody else in this world.
Okay, well then, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, maybe not.
Okay. In at number 3, an amazing video by YouTuber Patrick Viovan has tapped into the rich vein of internet nostalgia.
Yes, every kid who grew up with a Star Wars AT-AT toy knows that the Imperial weapon of death and destruction was kind of dog-sized. It's just right there.
Yeah. If you ever wished you could replace your real pet with the Evil Empire's walker, this clip is for you.
And to be fair, Jabba the Hutt does look like a giant dog turd. Going out there.
In at number 2 today, a wonderful clip from the G20 summit in Toronto.
Yeah. If you thought Canadians were our kinder, gentler neighbors to the north, perhaps you've never seen the way that their peaceful singing protests play out. Now, for some reason, this video has caused quite a bit of stir here at the G4 offices.
Right. Yeah, because it's disturbing.
Yeah, I respectfully disagree. I think we should figure this out once and for all. I think we should have a dialogue about this.
Okay, fine.
Please.
I have my points ready.
By all means.
Yeah, those protesters were being very peaceful and not bothering anyone. Not funny.
Okay. Graphical support. You brought it with you. Yes, but let us not forget that the protesters are, in fact, Canadians.
Jeez. Okay, well, you know what? This kind of violent reaction doesn't bode well for the future of free speech in the world.
Okay.
Not funny.
Okay. All right. That is a valid point. If I may, counterpoint. They were Canadian. Sorry. Debate over.
Cheater. Still ahead, the Terminator sung in the key of X.
Yes, see Filthy Cyborgs in our number 1 around the net. Coming up next. Stick around. They're Canadian. You can't. You have to laugh at their pain. It's weird when they stop and you're still arm shaking, isn't it? Just like a little.
You guys said to take my time going into this.
Number one. Really, just milk it. Get in there.
It's time for our number 1 around the net. The sci-fi show Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles was canceled last year.
Oh, and it's just so much fun to say.
I know.
But if the producers had added creative bleeping to the show the way YouTube user Allergy Gal did, we're pretty sure it'd still be on the air.
You want to Skynet? This is the way.
Future John, did he send you back to help me jump over my death?
No. He sent us here to You're the best he knows.
Do you want to Yes, I want to Alright. Nice to meet you now.
Dead. So is his sister.
Did you her?
It wasn't my mission.
Oh, wow. Is this your car?
No, it belongs to the guy I stepped in the trunk.
Okay.
Man, if they kept all the in that show, maybe it wouldn't have been canceled.
True. And a side note, if I made it to Summer Glau, feel free to me and stuff me in your trunk anytime. More than welcome to.
God bless her. She was an unstoppable machine.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, to get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet. What?
Hey, speaking of even Galactica bounty hunters need a way to unwind.
Yes, and that's why there's Star Wars sexpert Boba Fettish. He's here to teach us how they do it, freaky-like, in a galaxy far, far
Boba Fetish. Today's fetish, Whomping. Oh yeah, that's cool like ice. Cool like ice. Like ice. Oh yeah.
What did I just see?
So anyway, in today's world, sneakers have been inspired by many things.
Star Wars, superheroes, sports teams.
Yes, but we never anticipated that someone would make a Nike inspired by Bruce Springsteen.
What?
Yeah. Summer has arrived, and it's time to replenish your rubber-soled army with this season's newest styles. When most people think of summer, they think of 4th of July. And we've got a pair of patriotic kicks to help set the mood with the Nike SB Dunk High Bruce Springsteen. These kicks by New Jersey Skate Shop are an ode to the boss and are inspired by his Born in the USA cover art. Completely covered in denim, this shoe is complemented with red and white stripes on the heel, a red Nike swoosh, and blue and white leather on the quarter panel and toe. They're scheduled for an exclusive East Coast release in 3 New Jersey skate shops on July 3rd, right in time for the holiday. So get your pair for $110. Looking for superpowers? Well, we can't give you that, but we do have some shoes that should keep you satisfied. Shoe company Superga has teamed up with DC Comics to create a fashionable summer line of sneakers paying homage to 3 of their most iconic characters. They've created 6 designs utilizing retro comic book artwork with 3 pairs of Batman sneaks, 2 pairs of Superman, and 1 pair for the Green Lantern. The shoes are available now from the French fashion boutique Colette. Each pair sells for $96, and you can order all 6 at colette.fr. Finally, we have a gem for all you Lakers fans celebrating the Hooper Ball Championship this summer. Nike recently teamed up with Kobe and the luxurious Aston Martin car company to create the Kobe Bryant Aston Martin DB9 Edition Pack. Each exclusive set comes with 2 sneakers, the Nike Hyperdunks and Zoom Kobe 5s. Both pairs were inspired by the car Kobe jumped over in his viral video and come decked out with a titanium silver finish. The Hyperdunks even sport a red leather lining mimicking the upholstery of the DB9. Only 500 sets were created, but they instantly sold out in Nike stores across the country. Luckily for you, there's eBay, where you can secure your own set with starting bids at $540. So put your spring collection in the vault and get your ass some new summer gear. You don't want to end up looking like an outdated sneakerhead, do you? Pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. Just think someday they might even make a Kevin Pereira-inspired shoe.
Ah, and I shall sell it on eBay for tens of dollars. Jerks.
Still ahead, Weston meets hookers in Reno. No, really, we sent him to a brothel to watch guys jump their motocross bikes over topless ladies. You can't make this crap up.
And later, it's an affordable Toshiba LED TV. It's a feast for your eyes and your wallets on Gadget Drive. Right after it is.
Oh, it's so difficult.
I bet.
We're live.
We are live, and according to the Attack of the Show Telegraph, Blair Hatter has news. Stop.
Should have worn my visor today. Next time. Start the feed. It is Monday, June 28th. Here are your top stories. A, I survived this weekend. Good on me. Good on me. Like, this isn't really news. Apple managed to shatter its own sales records yet again this weekend by selling an astonishing 1.7 million new iPhones in its first 3 days. Despite pre-ordering mishaps and certain prominent design flaws, the iPhone 4 beat out its predecessor, the iPhone 3GS, by 700,000 units. Now, just in case you guys were wondering how much Apple actually makes off of each new iPhone, then you better sit down. Electronics research firm iSupply, which actually makes a living taking apart tech items, did a teardown of the device and found that it costs approximately $188 to produce. So if you don't feel like doing the math, like us, they made so much money. So much money. Now, we're not sure when the Nintendo 3DS comes out, but apparently neither does Nintendo of America President Reggie Fils-Aimé. In the most awkward PR snafu I have ever seen in my life, Fils-Aimé appeared on Late Night with Jimmy Fallon to announce that the 3DS would come out next year, to which Nintendo Japan said, nah, that's not right at all. So maybe it'll come out in time for the 2010 holiday, or maybe it won't until March 2011. Apparently nobody knows, not even the CEO. But Reggie, if you're watching, you're so big that, my bad on that. Somebody else wrote that. And finally, even more iPhone news, but this time, it has sex in it! That's right! Since its release last Thursday, the magical new FaceTime app has taken a conspicuous step away from the feel-good commercial featuring a proud daddy tearing up as little Susie mugs for the camera. No, my friends, that's right, it is sex chat time. Yeah! For the last couple days, job postings have been popping up on Craigslist looking for women willing to video chat with potential clients and, quote, perform various acts as described, in quote, by them. One very specific posting mentions very competitive salaries and even opportunities for an internship. He's butthurt. And now back to us. Hey! Now, this show has sent me to Jamaica to cover marijuana farms and to Hawaii to go spearfishing for marijuana. But it hasn't sent me to a motocross rally at a brothel. It hasn't done that yet.
Yeah, because that's what Weston Scott is for.
Oh, okay.
It's been coming to the Mustang Ranch for years to get their rocks off. Today, we're gonna get our rocks on.
Since 1971, the Mustang Ranch has been a legal brothel, serving the needs of its clients by facilitating their every sexual desire. From adult activities to extreme motorsports, the property is the perfect setting for the Cal Rocks rock crawling competition.
Welcome to Cal Rocks Rock Crawl at the Mustang.
Rock crawling, basically you have a course that you have to drive your rig through, and you have to make it between the two cones without hitting a cone. You'll see some rollovers, you'll see some pretty amazing stuff.
You know, I've been a four-wheeler since the early 50s, and we thought we did some pretty good things with our production Jeeps, but obviously nothing like this.
So in a few moments, I'm going to be taking on these obstacles right here, this being one of the biggest ones. I'm looking at close to an 8-foot drop, straight down. This isn't your normal driver's ed.
Starting off basics. I have my ignition switch, my fan. I'm gonna hit start, get the engine going.
Here are your sticks to disconnect the drive shaft, either for the rear or the front. When we want to do a front dig, which is take the front tires and turn them while the back ones are locked up to make a tighter turn,
right,
we'll pull the rear out.
Do I have an lever?
No.
Don't do this at home.
Navigating my way over the rocks has its perils. One wrong move, and it's the end of my ride.
So I imagine it's not the first time a pole's been bent here at the Mustang Ranch. But today at Cal Rocks, I definitely did some damage.
As the sun set on the ranch, like any good brothel, the women showed up for a good cause.
I'm blushing right now. Standing next to Madam Susan, there are a lot of breasts.
This is for breast cancer.
This is for breast cancer. I even have breasts touching me. All right, we're seconds away from the 102 booby jump. It's gonna set a world record. I didn't even know a record existed for jumping boobs before, but they're doing it for a good cause. It's going for breast cancer. So, I hope the guy makes it. That was it! 102 boobs! Just broke the world record. We have everything from Cal Rocks to breaking booby jump records. I don't know how much more extreme you can get.
Oh, Oh, sure. Weston saw hookers making out, but he almost died in a car crash, so it's a fair trade-off, actually. Yeah, he wins. HD TVs, huh? They're big and beautiful, right? Yeah! So today on Gadget Prawn, we've got a plus-size LED monitor that wants to give you some sugar. Oh. You got herder on that already?
Yeah, I'm sex chatting on here. You know, the weird part about this is it's kind of fisheye, so if you try to show your sexy bitch, you're going to be like, that part in the middle is really big. Why? It's gross.
Yeah. Some people need all the bulge they can get, though, Chris. So it's all right to have. Have the lens.
Oh, well, there's this thing, too.
Oh, yeah. 46-inch Toshiba, huh?
Sure, it looks nice, but wait till you hear the specs.
Oh. Design, technology, and affordability come together in a sleek little package called the Toshiba LED TV. Not only does it have a 3,000,000:1 dynamic contrast ratio, but it also uses Pixel Pure technology and a 120 Hz refresh rate to make image quality as smooth and clear as possible. Put all that in a frame that's only 2 inches thick, and you've got yourself a feast for the eyes at $1,300.
Television does not actually float through a museum.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah?
This is one of the more stylish LED TVs we've seen in a while. We talked about how slim and stylish it is, and then we showed off on the stand, which adds 6 inches to either side.
Right.
Is it easy to wall mount? Will it?
Yeah, it actually is. You know, half the inputs are underneath and half are on the side where you'd want them. It's super thin, only 2 inches thick. It's got the standard black border, which I think it's a nice design. I think it's a very nice looking television.
It's sharp. And Toshiba is one of the first companies to actually include a Wi-Fi adapter in the box.
Yep.
So you can access their internet widgets.
That's this little knob sticking out of the side here. This little nubbin.
Aesthetically, I wish they would have included it, so my TV's not an Audi.
Yeah.
But does it actually work as easy as you'd want it to? I mean, you plug it in.
Yeah, it actually works really easy. I mean, you know, listen, we have to admit, we were surprised at how much content there was and how easy it was to navigate. Tons of widgets, thousands of podcasts from CNN, NBC, HBO.
Oh, yeah.
Tons more. There's even Attack O the Show is on there as well. There it is, G4 Podcast.
Hey.
You can log into Facebook, Twitter. You can stream Voodoo, Pandora. You can check the weather if you don't have a window or eyes.
What?
So that's fun too. Overall, it is one of the best internet-enabled TVs we have ever used.
And now the moment of truth, I think, for any television is, how does it look?
It doesn't look that great.
Okay.
Blacks are not as deep as we expected from an LED backlit television, and sometimes there's a visible amount of grain in some of the darker scenes. Colors are relatively vibrant and accurate, but I don't know. It's not really up to par with the Panasonics and the Samsungs of the world. I mean, the 120 hertz feature doesn't really feel like it eliminates much blur at all, and it's not even really that noticeable. Which I guess sometimes is a nice thing for some people.
Sometimes the 120 hertz makes it look almost too smooth and cinematic, almost like not lifelike.
I feel a little stony in some way, but
I thought that was the weed.
Overall, right, there's that too. Oh, you're not supposed to eat that stuff. Overall, picture quality is just average.
Well, here's
really.
the thing: $1,300.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, it's kind of cheap for a 46-inch LED TV, but when you talked about the picture quality, I got a little worried. What are we giving it?
Yeah, we're giving it a 3 out of 5. Listen, if you want better picture quality, you can get a Panasonic Plasma for about the same price. Of course, the widgets in the internet, I do have to say, are absolutely amazing on here. Again, you have a computer, so I don't know.
So you got that.
But they did such a nice job, and you and I streamed some HD podcasts on here.
They looked
it
really,
looked
really good.
So that part was really cool. But the TV part, which is the main sales point, not amazing.
They'll get it up there. It'll take some time.
Yeah. Right. They'll get it.
3 out of 5. Thank you, Chris Hardwick, for that. So
Thanks, guys.
But now we go over to Sarah.
Thanks. Get out of my frame. Hey, San Diego. Hey. Comic-Con is next month, and it's sold out, but G4 is your ticket in. Yeah. You'll get to experience all the new film trailers, exclusive announcements, and big guests of Comic-Con without all the crowds and untraceable hot dog smells. Excelsior! That's Comic-Con speak for you're welcome. Mark your calendars for the 24th of July. It's Comic-Con 2010 live here on G4. Log on to g4tv.com/Comic-Con for more info. Stay tuned because Kate Lang Johnson from the mysterious drama Persons Unknown will be here live in studio. But first, we're headed to Hogwarts. It's an AOTS first look at the new trailer for Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows.
Ever wake up utterly confused, not knowing where you are or how you got there? Me too. But for our next guest, it wasn't alcohol related, so there's that.
What do you think? Me? I don't know. I'm not really qualified in the fashion department. Yeah, it's a little retro. Oh, what the hey? Hey, they're watching, you know? Yeah. So? I'm just saying. Woo! Here, you creepy pervs, get your nads off on these.
So many questions. Joining me right now, Kate Lane Johnson, everybody. How are you?
I'm very well, thanks.
First of all, I couldn't hear the clip over the sounds of people season passing your show the moment the dress slipped off. Second of all, who was in charge of the damn camera that they panned away from you when you were topless to the other woman?
You know, I don't know. That seems to be the only clip they show of me when I'm doing these interviews and stuff. I don't know why.
I wonder why. Let's ask their 18 to 34-year-old male audience if they enjoyed that clip. No. I want to get to the show and the premise of it because it's very interesting. But before that, I wonder how. I have to ask how committed you are to the show because obviously you're on it, but you almost didn't even show up for the gig.
Yes, I was actually backpacking through India 6 weeks before I was supposed to be in Mexico City to start filming. And towards the end of the trip, I went to Kashmir and went trekking into the Himalayas. And
does this end with like a taken phone call back to your dad, or?
No, this was just for fun. I enjoy these things. But then my trekking buddy got really, really ill. So we just got stuck there, ran out of food and water, no phone, no anything.
Because one guy got sick in the
Well, yeah,
party?
there was just the two of us and then the guy with the donkey, and we just kind of chilled there. That sounds bad.
Let's rewind that back. First of all, if you learn from the Oregon Trail, one person gets sick, you just flood the river, you just go. All right, you activate the homing beacon, you leave them a granola bar, and you get to your shoot. Second of all, you were going to Mexico City. That's where the guy and the donkey are supposed to be.
Yeah. Well, we made it out. I mean, we were stuck for about 3 extra days, ran out of food and water, and then eventually my friend got well enough that we sort of just threw him on the donkey and we walked out. And then we had 42 hours of train rides to get back to Delhi in time, and I made my flight by a half hour.
Wow. Well, you did make it, so congrats on
I
that.
did,
Is your buddy okay? Is he good now?
No, I left him to die.
Yeah. We just tied him to the jackass and let him tow him down the hill. So you shot in Mexico City,
yes,
which is a much safer place to be than the hills of Kashmir. Any craziness on the set there?
No, it was great. I mean, we shot in the mountains outside of Mexico City, so we were shooting at 11,000 feet elevation. So it was kind of crazy walking around. You'd get really lightheaded.
The drug overlords don't go above 10,000, so you're safe from the shrapnel out there.
But we were very safe. It was a lot of fun. The city is just so cultural and colorful. I want to go back. I would love to live there again. It's an amazing city.
Well, let's talk about Persons Unknown in case you go back there to film another run. This has been described to me as Saw meets iCarly. Is that?
It's kind of like Saw meets Lost meets Big Brother. I want to be careful to say Lost.
It does say Lost.
I don't want to. I mean, there's some obvious similarities to Lost on it, but a lot of differences too. It's all based in reality, so I can tell you all now: no smoke monsters, they're not dead.
No, I like that.
None of that stuff going on.
You guys are basically trapped in this city, but you don't know why or how you've been trapped. And
yeah, we're trapped. We wake up in a town in the middle of nowhere, no idea how we got there, and there's these cameras watching us, as you saw, watching us change too. Yeah. But watching every move, and
is there going to be a Hangover style montage at the end of the season where we see you drunk with a tiger and then you wake up and you're in the city?
No, but my character is the character that is, she's used to waking up in random hotels.
Very nice.
She's that girl. A role model.
And at the end of the season, will you, because all these shows love to, all right, we have mystery, we're going to raise 40 questions, and in 12 years, when you get the deluxe box set, we'll answer 6 of them. But you guys are promising you're going to answer those questions,
yes,
right?
It answers the main questions of who took them and what their the common link between all of them. But it leaves some things unanswered in hopes of us taking the story further. Mm-hmm. But the main questions, I think the real central questions people are worried about, those get answered.
Well, that's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. And we're running out of time, but I do want to ask, because you are a self-proclaimed geek goddess.
Yeah. I don't know if I said the goddess best part.
I might have added that myself. I'm sorry. But your dream job is to, after this, you want to do some sort of like a sci-fi film?
I would love to be on Star Trek because I'm a bit of a Trekkie. Yeah, I love the Star Trek TV shows and the movies. Do
you want to voice a Tribble or wear a red shirt? Like, what do you want to do exactly?
I would be anything. I would put on a monster mask and walk around. I'd be a Klingon. Just put me in any Star Trek, any TV show, movie about that. I just love that genre.
I have volumes.
I'm into space.
I have volumes of Star Trek fan fiction that I have written myself. I have a high def webcam and a green screen at Casa de Pereira.
Cool. Good for you.
Thanks, Kate. Appreciate it. We're going to put that card away. Absolute pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much. You're a sweetheart. I hope you get into Star Trek, though.
No, well, thank you.
No, I know that you're a fan and you deserve it.
And I hope you make one.
No, you don't. It's okay. You guys can catch new episodes of Persons Unknown on NBC tonight. Another round of applause for Kate, please. Adorable. Thank you. But now, back to a person known, Miss Sarah Underwood.
Oh, hi. Want to see the future now? It's time for me to attack these awesome concept products. With everyone going eco-friendly, it'd be nice if there was a device that took some of the work out of going green, like the outlet regulator. The idea behind this device charger is that it automatically disconnects the power to whatever you're charging when its battery is full. This way, it prevents the unnecessary consumption of power and, most importantly, damage to your device's battery from overjuicing. So, if you're environmentally conscious and lazy, this one's for you. Do you have one too many USB devices and not enough ports to plug all your crap in? Yeah? Okay, well, that won't be a problem with the infinite USB. This concept is designed around the idea that every USB plug should have another USB port built in. So that you can daisy chain as many USB devices as your little heart desires. The possibilities are endless. Again, it's a concept and doesn't exist, so who knows if it would actually work, but hey, no harm in dreaming, right?
Right.
And finally, quite possibly the best concept we've ever seen, ladies and gentlemen, the Admiral Akbar toilet. Watch out. It's a crop. Was that good? Good impression? Okay. There's nothing to this concept beyond the fact that you get to do your business into the mouth of a giant replica of everyone's favorite fish-faced Star Wars character. Why Lucasfilm hasn't jumped on the opportunity to actually sell this is beyond me. I mean, why wouldn't they want you defecating into the mouth of one of their most memorable characters, right? Head over to g4tv.com/AOTS for more info on all these concepts and more. Still ahead, our mechanical overloads are preparing to rise up. We've got details. Robot news is next.
Managing and sharing your files across multiple devices can be a bitch, especially when you're not near your own computer. Harness the power of the cloud to better access your files anywhere with Dropbox. Dropbox is a multi-platform system that allows you to store and access your files remotely. It keeps your files on a remote server that automatically syncs to any number of devices, including PCs, Macs, and mobile devices like the iPhone, iPad, and Android. Or if you're in a pinch, simply log on to their website for easy access. Dropbox also offers public or shared folders that automatically sync with any of your friends or coworkers. For 2 gigs of space, the service is free. But if you need somewhere to store your 100 gig porn collection, you'll need to cough up a monthly fee.
Testify!
Coming up on the next AOTS. Chris Gore reviews a fresh batch of DVDs including The Crazies, Hot Tub Time Machine, and Percy Jackson and the Olympians in DV Doomsday. Then, if you've tied one on, we'll make you feel better with a look at the best hangover food in Tread Humpers. And fighter Jen's Little Evil Pulver and Blair Butler place their bets on UFC 116's main event, Brock Lesnar versus Shane Carwin. See it on the next AOTS.
Humanity's great friends, and we should totally...
Are you out of your mind?
What?
I don't even know who you are anymore, Sarah Underwood. Robots are friends?
Don't be scared, Kevin. Don't make me do this anymore.
Oh my God, she's one of them! Run!
Some of them are intimidating and some of them are adorable. But when it comes to competition, robots have no mercy. And to prove that, the engineering team at Willow Garage has turned their famous humanoid into a relentless pool shark. Yep, PR2, the same bot that can fold your laundry and pour you a drink, is now crushing it at billiards. Completely software operated with a beta program called Ross, PR2 has 2 compliant arms and 4 motor casters for mobility. It uses a special grip and bridge to hold the pool stick and a head unit with a high-resolution camera to track the color. Then, with corner detectors to help localize its positioning on the table, PR uses a laser sensor to analyze and send this data to a computer running Fast Fizz, an open-source pool physics library that triggers the shot to its wrist. Within 5 days of practice, the pool bot was sinking long shots and pocketing balls from difficult angles. Not too shabby for an amateur. But engineers are not the only ones having fun with bots. Earlier this month, college students from across the globe put their homework into action by competing in the 3rd annual Robo-Boats competition. 13 university teams arrived in Virginia Beach with their autonomous surface vehicles and set them afloat on the watercourse. Georgia Tech's boat Savannah managed to generate 51 pounds of thrust, which is the most ever for this competition. But not long after that, the right thruster fell apart and failed them miserably. First place went to the University of Michigan's boat, which generated 46 pounds of thrust, quickly made it through the speed gates, picked up the ring, circled the buoy, and navigated swiftly through the rest of the channel. Despite a compass malfunction in the first round, U of M definitely redeemed itself with the $8,000 prize. So, in your face, Naval Academy. Now, all games aside, robots are becoming a part of our daily lives just like computers did with the internet boom. But what if robots eventually replaced computers? That's what the MIT Media Lab is trying to do with the Luminaire lamp, a new augmented reality robot that projects data onto any surface and provides an interactive interface for the user to work with. With a wireless computer connected to its bulb, the Luminaire lamp consists of 2 main parts: a camera-equipped belt with a mount for the projector, and a robotic arm that reacts to any movement in its camera's viewpoint. If you gesture to the left, the arm will move in that direction and project your interface onto that area. You can then tap on the surface, whether it be your desk or wall, and control it as you would with any touchpad device. Although it's still in the development stages, the idea is to get rid of clutter in your working area and to try to reinvent the design of traditional lighting objects. It also makes any IKEA desk lamp look really, really low. So if you're worried about robots replacing everything you own and taking your money, relax. They come in peace. For now.
Okay.
You'll see, Kevin. Robots are our friends and will help us accomplish amazing things.
Whatever, Benedict, Sarah.
Gravity is a big star on Attack of the Show, and it makes another appearance in today's epic fail.
Yeah, when you want to show off your awesome backflipping abilities, maybe leaping off a 1-story high slide isn't the best way to do it. Look, I'm sure he's only a little dead, you know. Mostly in the legs and the spine, probably.
Fail him.
Yeah. Many thanks to our guest, Kate Lang Johnson. Adorable.
Yes.
Adorable. Maybe we'll be shooting some fan fiction soon. Probably not. Also thanks to Chris Hardware for coming on. Check out TVs. Also thanks to you, Miss Sarah Underwood, for co-hosting the Hello Show. And potentially an even larger thank you to your inner robot.